How dare you?
Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to BND Live, the Dungeons and Dragons live stream where a group of high school friends attempts to play Dungeons and Dragons remotely via the internet. With us, as always, we have Stephen as Finric the Monk, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, Erin as Agnes the Bard, Mike as Brock Amazing Paw the Druid, and Chris as Paelias the Cleric will be joining shortly. And I am Shawn, your ever faithful and humble DM, and this is BND Live.
We were talking about it one day, and
Amazing.
there's a group of my coworkers have a D&D group that has only played like twice. But we were talking about like, oh, I just started it too. Like they started around the same time I started with you guys.
Now you've got your own spell cards. I love it.
Yeah.
Let me give you a little refresher here, because Brock, you were there last time in spirit, so this is especially important for you.
Yeah,
It
Brock was
was
just resting.
well, you did some stuff. You'll see, not much, but you something.
Right.
It was around 1 p.m. Dalk. You appeared in the tower and you brought the adept up to speed. You got some housing quarters on the 7th floor, and went ahead and took a long rest. Afterwards, the Duke, the real Duke, comes to visit, and he grants you the title Defenders of the Realm. Lodging is discussed, as well as some land, perhaps somewhere in Oxnard. Then there's some planning with the Duke, much planning, in fact, mainly about how to deal with Shogun Moondrop and whether or not the adept is in on whatever plan she had with the dragon. Eventually, you teleport to the Duke's estate using the secret circle that Agnes had learned before. There, the real Duke seems to have no trouble asserting authority over the city guard inside the estate, and instructs them to send his wife Moondrop to his quarters when she returns. Agnes makes Mr. Bones, Finric, Paelias, and herself invisible. Brock turns into a beetle and sits on Paelias' shoulder. Twizzard wears a hat of disguise to look like Falrith. And you all wait. Perfect plan, ready to go. Moondrop appears, exclaims she thought you were dead, and confusion ensues when she could mean either the Duke or Falrith. The Duke pretends to be the dragon, and fake Falrith asks what the adept would think. As Finric gets ready to punch, Paelias then hears a voice in his head. Fascinating. I was actually in cahoots with her to destroy the dragon and take the tower for ourselves. Well, you really stepped in something. And that is where we're ending, or we ended. And it's true. Now, so Paelias has heard that, but, he hasn't said anything yet. So we'll figure out that when he gets here. Which of course brings us to the current situation. And the Shogun Moondrop looks at the Duke and Falrith and says, "The adept will not stand in the way of our collective goals." And she sort of like looks at both of you. And the Duke says, "No, he won't." And turns to you, Falrith, i.e. Twizzard.
I nod.
There exists an awkward silence for a beat or two. And she says, "All right. When should we carry out our plans?" The Duke looks at her, looks at Falrith.
I look at my wrist as if there's a watch on it.
I sending stone the group and be like, am I still hitting her?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Agnes is gonna chip in with the sending stone. I don't think the adept knows about whatever plan they were hatching.
Shall we just go along with it?
But Agnes does recognize her as the displacer beast, so she's gonna say she was with Falrith. She's in on it with Falrith.
Don't say that out loud.
No, I know. I'm sending stoning this.
Yeah, but that's what you say over the sending stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so don't say that out loud.
Great. I'm invisible. Why would? Though Agnes could.
Especially don't say it out
I
loud.
always feel
You're
like
invisible.
Agnes should throw her voice and try to make it sound as though somebody is calling for Moondrop outside or something like that.
That idea is at the level of something stupid Twizzard would do. Don't do that.
I think it's a beetle. Climb out the window.
You're currently a beetle.
Yeah.
The Duke sort of gestures to the couch. Let's sit and talk about things. What do you do, Falrith?
I go and sit down in
Alright.
the spot on the couch.
All right, the Duke sits next to you. She hesitantly sits across from you.
Oh, I was just gonna sit with us.
All three people on the two-person couch.
You can move over.
All right, well, I don't think he suspects anything. I think I have the access to the room. I understand most of the safeguards, but I don't know every detail, so there will be some risk. But Falrith, with your skills, I'm sure you could handle it.
I'm not too concerned. Is there any tea here?
Yes, I'll call for some tea. He gets up and rings a bell near the door. The Sugar Moondrop is looking at you, Falrith.
That would be nice.
Give me a deception check.
I thought that was on par with things he would do. Ooh, 17.
All right. An attendant comes and the Duke whispers to them and they leave. He comes back. Your tea is on its way.
Yeah.
All right. After we have carried out our plans, where will you take things next?
Who did he say that to?
He's not sure.
Just talking out loud. Everyone's just talking out loud. Keep
Trying to
it
fill the silence. He doesn't have a sending stone, so he can't talk to anyone else.
What should I say here? I don't say that out loud.
Yeah, I know, of course.
He's so mad. Help, it's awkward.
Ask her more about the safeguards so you can be as prepared as possible.
Did we not go over them? What, am I supposed to know about them already?
To
Or-
get the tablet. This is
Oh,
clearly all to get the tablet.
Okay.
And we have to go through the whole bunch of obstacles that are safeguarding it.
Oh, Sugar Moondrop. Can you tell me about these obstacles again? I want to make sure I'm as prepared as possible. There are a few things I might have to get from the magic shop. Even though I think I have everything.
Give me a deception check again when you say that.
Wow, you are terrible.
She is oblivious. I think she's just stunned by seeing you both together. She keeps rolling He's rolling low. What'd you get?
It was a nat 20.
Nat 20 and 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there are the bone devils, of course, but for one of your skill, that should be no problem. Now, whether they can summon others or not, I am not 100% clear on. And then there is the riddle and the ancient cage containing it, which, unfortunately, that stupid man has not shared with me the secrets. Now, if I'm the one keeping him busy, you'll have to tackle this on your own. Looking at you, Forth.
Yes. Yes, as I said, it should not be a problem.
All right. I feel that the best time to not arouse suspicion
Yes.
would be the following Nakul. That is a time when it would be understandable that he would have to do the rounds of the tower, and I could keep him busy even longer. Does that work with your schedule, Falrith?
Yeah, yes, I'm not busy that day. That sounds good. To go, we said?
Next to go.
Next to go.
And you, my darling, pointing to the Duke,
Oh, good.
does your queen, has she been made aware of the timetable? The Duke gives a little side eyes to Falrith and then looks back at her. Yes, she is on board with this plan.
Oh boy, deception check.
Yeah. Yeah, who wants to roll a deception check for him?
Oh.
I used all my good rolls.
Well, does he have, because if Agnes rolls, she automatically has.
Oh, Brock got a good roll.
What do you get?
25.
Nice.
All right, let's go with that one. She sort of, her eyes narrow at that. But again, she seems to accept it. All right, well, excellent. I think we just all play things the way they are. Falrith, I feel like you should stay here in the tower. Sorry, stay here in the estate so no one sees you. Everyone thinks you're dead.
But I'm not, though, am I?
No, you're not.
Ask them why they think he's dead.
What? Ask what?
Why do they think you're dead?
'Cause you guys killed him.
That's right. That's right.
You were there for that session. You turned into a bear.
I remember that now.
All right, I should go back to the tower probably tonight. I will be here next couple days, and actually, she turns to the Duke, who I've forgotten his real name. What the heck is his name? She would say the name, and then she would say, the next shipment of weapons from the King of Torin. Have you seen to those? The Duke hardly misses a beat, and he goes, "What do you take me for? Of course I have. They're on schedule." All right, good. Fair enough. Well, if there's nothing else,
I'm good.
I'll take my leave. And she stands up just as the attendant sort of knocks at the door. She turns to Falrith as she's about to open it. "Your tea, Falrith." And she opens the door, letting the attendant in, delivers the tea on a tray, and she follows him out. And the door shuts.
Thank you.
As soon as she's out, the Duke turns to you, Falrith. "Did that go well? What? I thought someone was going to punch her."
Yeah. Agnes is going to, well, I don't know. Can I ask Paelias through Sending Stone if he could do detect magic to see if she maybe left something behind.
Sure.
I have detect magic too.
Oh, okay. Well, but we don't have a Sending Stone with you, so I can't share that quest with you.
Never mind.
But no one's in the room now, right?
Well, right, but
Just making sure she didn't leave a scrying orb or something.
yeah.
Paelias does detect magic and says the coast is clear.
Okay.
All
right. So I think I might stay invisible.
Yeah,
just in case she comes back into the room unannounced. And I think that I will just go closer and speak softly. So if anyone has their ear to the door, they probably wouldn't hear it either.
All right.
And I, as a beetle, sneak out the door and look. And come
oh
back
yeah,
in
you
before.
sure can. Yeah, you look out the door and you see a guard standing a respectable distance away, but other than that, it looks clear.
Okay.
All right, so I crawl back in and convey this either via trade or maybe I just turn back.
Probably a beetle dance
What
for
was
you.
that first option? Via what?
Charades?
Charades.
As a beetle?
As a beetle.
Oh, I want to see this. Give me a performance check for this.
Antenna
I think
and
the
wings.
beetle is trying to communicate with us.
Give me a performance check.
Or
You guys
it goes
Try-
exactly as I hoped.
try as you might to understand this beetle's flailing limbs. You're not sure what it's trying to convey.
I think he has to use the bathroom.
I think that's a real beetle. That's not Brock.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, so should I just turn back into me again? Or
You're certainly welcome to.
He's been you. You've just been in beetle form.
Yeah.
can I speak as a beetle, or am I just a beetle?
I mean, you still have all your same faculties, but you're a beetle. So no, you cannot speak. Where is my other thing?
You can understand what everyone's saying, but you can't talk with us.
Correct.
All right, so Agnes is going to quickly bring the Duke up to speed on the weapons.
Okay.
I guess as soon as the the tea attendant has left, right?
The tea attendant is left, yeah, and
You want some?
Brock, you turn back into yourself and you tell them that the coast, there's a guard
Coast is
a little
clear.
ways out, but
Okay. Yeah, so some of unfortunately Sir Penn's I guess workers? Employees? Some of the people that he hires to work, with the pearl business. Because Sir Penn has been gone for a while, they needed to take up other jobs in order to make money. And one of those jobs was to collect weapons from Torin. And we kind of stole them and we hid them. But then it got the people who own the ship in trouble, and we felt really bad about it. But it turns out that they found the weapons anyway. And yeah, so now the weapons are somewhere probably in the armory?
So we can use some more.
I mean, I have we have some in the bag of holding. We've stashed a couple.
We have two.
I think you guys took the only magic ones, I want to say. If I
We
remember
took the
correctly.
magic ones. Well, actually, I guess it was technically three because it was a pair of hand axes and then one great axe, right?
It was a great axe and 2 battle axes. That's what I have it as.
Sounds right.
Okay, yeah. But the battle axes, they're a one hand each.
Yes, that's true.
Right. Okay. All right. So then, yeah, we only took the magic ones. The fake Duke had confiscated the ones from what we hid, and I'm guessing additional shipments are coming in. So clearly, someone wants to wage war, or at least the Duke wants to wage war. And the queen that what's her face was talking about was probably the mother of dragons, Tiamat. That's what I'm thinking. Because when we were trying to find you, though we didn't know we were trying to find you, we came across a group of lizard folk, and they all wore an amulet. Does anyone here have the amulet? I don't think anyone. No, I was the only one. I think maybe Vinny
Yeah, that
or
was
Dromm has an amulet, but
somebody
I described the amulet as a dragon having multiple like head faces, because I think that's what it was.
Oh, great. So now I need to worry about what deal I've made with the King of Torn, who can be adverse to trade. This
he's
will be
a
awkward.
dwarf. That bad.
This will be awkward at best and cause a war at worst.
Well, we do have our other teammates, if you will, our B team, up in Torrin, or heading towards Torrin. I don't know exactly where we are on the timeline.
Good point.
I think they're a week behind.
No, they're
Right.
a week ahead, which is why a subtle reason why the best time to do this plan is next to Gaul.
All right. Okay. All right. So
Jump
then,
ahead, a little time skip.
B team is a week ahead. All right. So they are already in Torrin? No. Yes, because when they talked to Agnes, was that the week?
Oh, God.
Because she said they were trying to put the Duke back into and deal with. I'm pretty sure the tablet. I did say the tablet. Well, whatever it is, they're either heading towards Torrin or they are in Torrin, but there's a Torrin issue there. And I'm
Totally.
sure that they're going to have to run across the king at some point.
Perfect.
Maybe smooth things over.
I know someone from Torrin might be able to sweet talk his way in. Probably knows the king or knew the king at one point.
All right, Twizzard, you don't have to be Falrith anymore.
No, didn't I look like him?
Yes, you do still look like him. Oh, Paelias just wild shaped into a dog. I saw a dog for a second, I think, or a large cat.
All right, so then it seems as though Falrith and the Shogren had some plan that they were hatching on the night we killed Falrith, because she was the displacer beast. I saw her. She was sitting or standing behind the desk when I entered the room, and then she changed pretty quickly when the fight broke out. So I definitely got a good look at her. That was her. And now I kind of recall briefly when I had seen her a long time ago at Lady Norfolk's house.
Yeah, a lot happened that night. There was a big battle, so
Yeah.
not to mention the fight during the place. Yeah, both times you saw her was
Yeah, fights.
fights broke
So
out.
that means she was probably two-timing you, even though she wasn't with you. She was with the dragon.
Right, someone, either the dragon and her were conspiring against Falrith, or Falrith and her were conspiring against me, or
Right,
me being
but-
the dragon, me, of course. This is very confusing.
Based on her facial expression, I don't think she expected to see you and Falrith in the same room.
Yes, that conversation was quite awkward. Paelias, they have no idea what you heard before. What you missed was an awkward conversation between Moondrop, Twizzard as Falrith, and real Duke pretending to be fake Duke Dragon. And if you wanted to bring folks up to speed with what you heard, you could do it now, or you could keep it your little secret. Up to you.
This is something I heard recently.
Yes, you heard in your head, telepathically as it were. You heard, fascinating. I was actually in cahoots with her to destroy the dragon and take the tower for ourselves. Well, you've really stepped in something. You haven't heard anything since.
Oh yeah, I'll tell him. I'll be like, I think Falrith's in my head, and he told me that he was in cahoots with her to take over. Something.
The something.
No, you mean me? You talking about me?
Yeah, Falrith.
All right. So Falrith,
Wait.
you heard Falrith with your
Mhm.
sending stone.
So I'm not dead?
I don't know if it was my sending stone. Did it feel the same as my sending stone, or feel different?
Definitely different.
Yeah, it felt different. It didn't feel like a sending stone. It felt more internal.
Okay. Is he in another plane? Do we need to scry on him? Like we can do that. We like know him very well. We've got his head in our bag.
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with this ring that I put on.
You've got my head in a bag? You hear that inside your head, Paelias.
Oh yeah. By the way, he can hear everything you're saying.
Huh? Can you hear me? I mean him?
Wait, are you Falrith?
It's a terrible impression of me. I don't know how she bought it.
Okay, there's a lot of people talking.
I send in Stone Paelias. Who's in there? What's going on?
Yeah, that's funny. All right,
When
so
someone's sending... Well, yeah. He does not respond to the sending stone.
the Falrith doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, the Falrith
Okay,
in your
so-
head does not respond.
Right. So he can hear what you're saying through my ears, but maybe he can't hear what you're saying through sending stone. So that might be good. He didn't respond to that one.
Oh, so we'll just speak to you through sending stones for the rest of our communications.
That's not fair.
Yeah. Or I could just take off this ring.
No, no.
See
I
what
can
that does?
help you.
Help me how?
I can help all of you. You're clearly out of your depth.
I think we tend to do just fine.
By the way, you guys are only hearing the Paelias side of this conversation.
Who's it talking to?
Paelias, are you okay?
Yeah, this is an internal monologue.
Nope.
All right, so he's in my head. He can hear what we're saying. What do you guys think? Should I take off the ring or should I leave it on?
Well, you could always take it off for a while, and we can have a conversation without you wearing the ring and see if he can hear that.
All right, yeah, that's fine. He's offering his help or whatever that means.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that it's going to be help.
Maybe I'll put it on. He can talk to himself.
I don't know. Did I have to attune to this?
Yeah, you attune to it, yeah.
There's more joke.
Yeah. So if you want to try it, Twizzard, you can try it.
Oh, no,
Do
no.
not give me to that idiot of a wizard.
He said he really respects you, Twizzard.
Oh my god, he won't even know how to attune to it.
It's fine. I think
Oh,
I
you're wearing his underwear.
like to think I'm embodying him exactly as he was.
All right, Falrith, we're gonna close you out here for a minute, and we're just gonna discuss.
Son of a... Then you take off the ring and you see it cut off.
That is hilarious.
Oh, we just can't get rid of him.
He's popping up.
Yeah.
This guy did not want to die.
Did not
Ever.
die.
Well, hopefully he's just stuck in this ring now. So, if we just don't wear the ring, then we might be fine.
Let's
Okay.
give it to some random kid.
I mean, no, because that random kid is just going to listen to whatever he says,
Yeah, I'm
and then
sure that wouldn't bite you in the ass 5 years from
Yeah,
now.
right.
Can we give it to one of the Bagginses?
Oh no.
Baggins?
Oh great. A Baggins runs up to us in a foreign town. He's like, "Oh, hey guys.
you miss me.
It's me, Falrith Baggins.
Polly Baggins. Yeah. I just have a feeling that any help he would provide would be in some way like a genie's help.
Oh.
You think you're gonna get what you want, but it's exactly what you don't want.
Well, do we really have to do these challenges? Do I have to get past these red bone chucklers, whatever these things are? Bone
Bone
monkeys?
devils.
Yeah.
Don't know what a bone devil is.
Yeah, we
Anyone here know what a bone devil
I gotta
is?
figure out some
Anyone who wants to can give a Arcana or History check.
Let me check my brain.
Let me check my brain.
I got a 21.
Oh, nice.
Wizard got a 23. Oh, we're all doing pretty great.
22.
I'm not bothering.
This is common knowledge.
Bone devil?
Paelias went to public school.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a 4.
I'm not even rolling. Not even bothering.
Yeah, you guys sort of like talk amongst yourselves, and you're like, she did say bone devils, right? Yeah. You guys know about bone devils? Yeah, no. So basically, it's a fiend from.
Oh, it's driven by hate, lust, and envy. They act as cruel taskmasters of nine hells. They set
Yes.
weaker devils to work.
They're from the Nine Hells, and they're nothing to slouch at. Could be a problem.
They appear as a humanoid husk with dried skin stretched tight across its skeletal frame.
We assume there's more than one?
Well, she did say something about that they may be able to summon more.
Can we just tell the adept and let him handle it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, that we get the adept to well, we could go in there first and say that we have a suspicion that there is a plan.
Do we
Well,
need suspicion? We know there's a plan.
yeah, but how do we prove it?
Because the Duke will just tell him.
Like, what? Don't get me involved in this. I'm already married to one of those wizards. Besides, is the plan even still? I mean, we're 2/3 of the plan, and we're not going to do it anymore, right? What even is this tablet?
They're good at sticking with plans. I mean, someone was supposed to hit her in the head anyway. That plan fell through.
Well, but I think that was to extract truths. I'm pretty certain we got truths from her.
She just still hit her on the way
Just
out.
very vague and easy to misinterpret truths.
What is this tablet that is guarded by these bone devils?
So Agnes is going to try to recall what she heard from the. Wait, was it the song that she heard in the Bard City that had information about the tablets?
Oh my gosh, you have such a good memory.
Because she
Yes,
wrote it
do
down.
I.
She wrote it down with her magic quill.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that information was in.
While
Magic
Shawn looks that up, the only thing I would say is that we're in Wesleyville and the tablet, that piece of the tablet is here. However, if we've neutralized the immediate threat to the town, there are other things we could do, like get the other ring. There are things that we could do to make ourselves more powerful and perhaps make ourselves more likely to be successful at getting the Wesleyville tablet piece and other tablet pieces back.
Which other ring?
Or amulet, sorry.
Oh.
So we should get the amulet first and then go after the tablets?
I sort of feel like that's the order in which this whole thing presented itself to us, and I feel like something's going to happen where something's going to be available to us once we have all of them. And we've had all but one for a very long time.
Yeah, so Agnes's plan was the plan we should have went with at the very beginning.
Your plan was just to go to the
No. Your plan was to leave. We all wanted to go get the ring, and you wanted to leave us and go.
No.
No.
That's how I remember it.
You wanted to go get Falrith. I wanted to go get information so that we could go amulet.
Fair.
Yeah, you want to go to the library.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know where this amulet was.
We achieved our plan. Heck, look at me.
Yeah, Where's this amulet?
East.
It's on
I
the
feel
app.
like don't we have a thing that points
That's
to
my
it?
compass. Yes, I
Yeah.
have a compass.
Is it
Yeah.
pointing to my butt?
No, not this one.
Oh, and now we've lost track of our boat, so that's our bad. Sorry about that, Agnes.
We really don't know where that is, dude.
Wait, what happened to the boat?
Maybe it's back at Windbell?
Yes, it is. And I can just sending stone either Skye or Elsa, and I can just ask them to pass word to Nate and Jenkins and ask them to have it ready for us in 2 weeks' time or whatever.
Cool.
I don't think there's any transportation circles in Windbell. I can ask Elsa.
Can they sail up? If it's not for 2 weeks, can they meet us in? Can they meet us here?
They probably could, but they would be going a long way around.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if you'd prefer to go to Windbell, we haven't been there in a long time. Like, I'm game to go back down.
yeah, I mean, we do need to set up our house. Well, technically, it's being set up by Lady Norfolk and Heather. They're making it homey for us.
We've got to show Brock our house.
Yeah.
Mm.
And our little garden that we're going to have, what was it, hobbit weed?
Are we gonna have a house here? Didn't the Duke give us a house?
Oh, yes, but we're going to have estates up here, too, yes.
We can have
I
more
sleep
houses.
under the bridge.
It's
What
going
was
to be a
that?
big plus up for you, Brock.
Yeah.
What was that place?
Oh, so we can have more than one house.
Yeah, so.
Party house.
Or head down wherever we actually end up.
Hmm.
I mean, Agnes is planning on going back to Elysium at some point. That's where she's retiring.
Wait,
Isn't that where we all retire to?
No.
Well, if you're good. Otherwise, you
Battle.
else.
Depends on what your I guess like affinity is. Neutral, good, lawful, all that stuff.
Roll for
Okay,
heaven.
well, Brock, I'll see you in hell.
I've done some stuff.
So do we just
Well,
let them try to get the tablet and let them fail miserably and maybe the adept just takes Moondrop down?
with them getting the tablet, that's us getting the tablet.
Right now,
Yeah, I don't want any part of this.
right. Well, if we just leave, well, I feel like we should make it so that we get Moondrop in trouble and then the adept just takes care of her.
Yes, and then I won't have to. Then I won't be married anymore.
But then we don't have the tablet.
Well, you'll still be married, but you'll be able to unmarry.
Yes, of course.
Legitimate reason.
Or best case,
But
you're
yeah,
well-
do you need this tablet?
Well, eventually we'll need it.
If you reveal their plan, will the security around this tablet change?
Possibly not, because the security hasn't even been attempted. There's just a plan. You know, like we could go in there and say we're going to steal the tablet, but we have no idea what we're up against. And clearly we would fail miserably, and that's what the adept would expect, right?
Yeah.
Moondrop actually knows more because she's an insider.
Yes, if
I can get past those bone monkeys.
So, if anything, they would just need to try to trust their Shogrins a little bit more. I mean, I feel like it would be a problem if we actually got through several of the obstacles before getting caught. I don't know. I don't know if it would be a problem if we brought it to the attention prior to the attempt. It's just we wouldn't have proof, and so why would the adept trust us with our word of just saying, Oh, Shogren Moondrop is planning on trying to steal a tablet because we heard her say it.
I wonder how the adept feels about the relationship that Moondrop has with me.
Well, I mean, you could call in both adepts for a meeting
I could.
and say, with these recent events of the Black Dragon, that you would like to maybe not say have a pact, but just want to re-emphasize the neutrality and
Yes.
maybe transparency between
Yes.
everybody.
Restore the status quo.
Yes.
Give the tablet to the Alteum.
No,
Well,
don't mention the tablet. Just maybe mention that you had overheard Moondrop sleep talking. And she had mentioned something that you thought was a little alarming. And you didn't understand what it means, but maybe the adepts would, since they are magic folk.
Yes, yes. Good. So basically, so I wouldn't mention that I was a dragon to Adept Rudlin.
No, I think you would just say, as the real Duke, I think you should just I think that the only people that should know that you are not the Duke who was here a couple days ago
Right.
is the Adept Evath and
you.
Shogun, Diane, and us, yes.
Yes. The defenders of the realm, I might add. And so I would appreciate you not leave me alone with Moondrop until we've sorted this out.
Right. No, of course not. I just think you need to make it so that Adept Rudlin is suspicious of his own
Shogren.
Yes. And maybe looks into it and discovers it himself. He needs to come up with the idea himself.
And we must incept it.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so how do we Moondrop? Because that's what you're saying. We frame her.
I don't know if it's necessarily framing. Just say that he overheard her mention something while she was sleeping. And he couldn't quite understand it, but it sounded alarming because it mentioned overthrowing a tower. And to keep the status quo, that should not happen.
Okay.
Which tower? Not sure. But
right, that's why I would bring them both in. I like this idea of yours. Are you sure you're not a politician, Agnes?
I'm a collector of stories, and, well, history does end up repeating itself, so we learn from the past.
So while they're both in talking, we can go steal that tablet.
What about the bone?
Devils, yeah. And apparently the riddle in the ancient cage. Well, why would you need to keep a riddle in a cage?
They're very good at riddles.
Maybe it's a
Riddles
dangerous
are for
riddle.
solving, but this sounds like the riddle is something quite dangerous that needs to be kept in an ancient cage.
Probably just a really hard riddle.
Maybe we should find out who this stupid guy is.
Are you pointing at me?
No, I'm shaking my fist because it seemed as though Shogren Moondrop was very upset about the stupid guy not sharing more information with her.
Let me find that out.
He clearly makes the rounds. So maybe we could just...
You want to ask the real forward?
I mean, maybe he would know the guy's name.
What do we want to
know? Who is the stupid guy?
That I'm calling her Moongrin. Shogren Moondrop was referring to with the obstacles or the safeguards of the tablet.
He's supposed to give her inside information, right? about how to get past.
Well, I guess it's maybe he's the one that goes and like takes care of the devils and whatever happens to be in the ancient cage,
Oh.
maintains
He
things.
feeds the bone monkeys, bone devils.
Yeah.
Could she
Yeah,
have been
but-
referring to the adept himself?
That's the stupid guy.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm not one for arcane matters. Affairs
Well-
of state, however.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, it would make sense that the adept should see to the safeguards themselves, but I almost feel as though there might be someone whose job it is specifically to do that. Well, we could always ask Adept Evath and say, I'm sure there's things that you have hidden in your tower. Do you see to it yourself, or do you have people who take care of that specifically? I don't know. Transparency. Y'all.
Well, I'm on board with the plan of bringing the two depths together. And do you want that to happen then before this Degol?
Oh, most definitely it should happen before the plan is supposed to occur, because if we can just prevent the plan from happening, I think that would probably be the best. And then we could be on our way to get, because then you'll be safe from, hopefully, Moondrop. And then you won't need us for a short period of time, and then we can come back. And go get an amulet.
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow.
This is probably...
Well, she said she was going to stay with you tonight. Or no, she was going back to the tower tonight.
Yeah.
But she'll be with you the next couple of days.
That is what she said.
So,
Sooner the better, I guess.
yes. The only problem is, when was the last time that you had spent the night with her?
Hmm. Hmm.
That you could say you overheard her talking in her sleep. Because if she spends the night at the tower tonight...
Right. I could just say it was... Well, she's not going to be there to defend herself, right?
Right. Well, you could just say that with what has happened, what she had said now alarms you more. You didn't understand what it meant.
Right.
Didn't think much about it. And then with this black dragon, it finally seemed impeding. Like, you need to take care of this immediately.
Yes, I could imply that.
It happened a little while ago, but you thought nothing of it.
Right, but now that Moondrop could be in, working with the Black Dragon, perhaps the threat is more imminent.
Yes, but here's the thing. Will she call you out as a black dragon?
If she's there, she will. Oh, and what about all the wizards can know when you're telling the truth or not, right? How do I get around that?
I can't.
Is Finric still invisible?
If you want to be.
I think it only lasts
Okay.
10 minutes? I don't know.
Oh, mine is an hour.
Oh, yours an hour. Okay, yeah, you're still invisible, Finric.
Well, he's on his way back to the Duchess to grab a drink.
Yeah, he doesn't. He,
He left a long time ago.
he was like, I didn't get to punch anyone, so
Oh
I'm.
my god! Oh my god! If you really want to do that, then you'd have to do some stealth checks to get past the guards out the front door. Unless you're gonna go out a window, which you probably could do.
Okay, 20.
I did it.
All right. Yeah, Mr. Bones is still invisible too, I guess.
Yep. I'm still invisible. I'm having this whole entire conversation invisible.
Oh my god!
Well, what should we do now? Who's for lunch?
What to do?
I could eat.
I could eat. He rings the bell. Everyone's invisible except Balrith. Or no, Brock, you're not invisible.
No.
Brock, why don't you get in the closet when my servant comes?
Was 9 in the closet?
I'm mist again.
You turn into mist?
Why is it so humid in here? Little hog.
The attendant comes in.
I'm hanging above like a cloud of smoke.
Yeah,
like you guys
perfect.
were smoking Hobbit weed in here.
Oh my god. The attendant comes and the Duke is like, bring me food for 5. The attendant looks a little confused. I said now. And they hurry out and shut the door. It's fine. I'm an eccentric Duke. Why not? I'm sure I've been very odd the last few months anyway. All right, the food comes, gets brought. Brock can turn back into a corporeal form, and you all enjoy a nice meal.
This costs us nothing.
You see, like, a turkey leg just lift.
A few of those. But not Finric. He's at the Duchess. Does Finric stay? I feel around.
Yeah, where did that smaller monk fellow go?
Look at here.
All right. So, should you... how are you going to get the evat, or the 2 adepts to come without Moondrop knowing?
Without her knowing. Fair question. I mean, it is not completely out of the blue that I would send a message directly to the adepts, but if she did catch wind of it, she might be suspicious. Perhaps you folks could deliver it?
Sure.
Certainly to our friends in House Evath would be easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd suspect, just... So she has seen you, Agnes, in your normal form?
Oh, no. I went disguised.
The night of Falrith's death?
Of course.
Excellent. Well then, some number of you could deliver a message directly to House Rudlin.
I could just stroll in. Yeah, they probably know me there anyway.
Actually, no. I mean,
I
well...
think you should not go anywhere as Falrith.
Right. You can go as Mr. Twizzard, but you should not leave as Falrith.
That doesn't sound like much fun.
I think your time as Falrith is at a hiatus.
Oh no!
Agnes takes the hat off.
Take the hat
Oh,
off.
is that why you're talking like that?
Yeah. He just started talking like an idiot.
Wait,
I was like,
what just happened?
that's really going on for a while there.
So I give you back the your hat.
All right,
Thanks,
Brock,
man.
Hat of disguise back.
Thank you very much for that. I love that hat.
Yeah, it's a good hat.
Oh, now I look like Mr. Trizzard.
Phew. Back to normal.
All right. Well, I don't want to use another teleportation spell to get out of here. Can, like...
Wait, aren't we just in the Parliament building?
Well, yes, but nobody knows that we're in here. Right. I mean, I'm guessing the power is probably up at this point.
Tunnel to the sewers?
Could just leave out this window here.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, I'm sorry. There are secret passages out. I could take you with me.
Mist out the window.
Wait, do you do that, or are you just suggesting it?
Can it be both?
I think I'd like to take the secret passage, please.
All right, so I'll escort you out. You'll deliver a message for a meeting when? Tomorrow? Noon?
Sure.
Is she going to be with you, though?
She may be.
I think it should be tonight.
Tonight. All right.
Dinner.
Dinner. Yes. Why did we just have such a large late lunch? All right. Tonight dinner. My
Late-
estate.
We'll make it for 8.
Are we all coming?
Supper. No, I think it should really just be the 3 of you. But if you want one of us to be there disguised as someone, we could certainly do that. We have the hat of disguise, and I can also disguise myself. So you could have technically up to 2 people here as others.
Perhaps it's best that you serve as the servants, and therefore no one will know that the adept was here. Well, unless he comes through the front door, of course. He could... Oh, goodness. Right, because Moondrop...
Didn't want to do any kind of secret passageways blindfolded.
We could...
Make a dimensional door in.
Well, the question is... If they come in and are serving by any of my guard or any of my servants, then I think that the fact that they met here will make it back to Moondrop, which of course would be arguably bad for our case.
But maybe at that point it'll be too late. Because the seed of suspicion will have already been planted.
Maybe I could meet with them at an impartial location.
The Black Bull.
That's as impartial as you could possibly get.
I would be up for going there anyway.
What is this Black Bull you
You
speak
seem
of?
to love this place.
One of the finest pubs in town. Or
Black Bull is an inn in Wesleyville?
mm-hmm.
I've never heard of it.
You should check it out. It's pretty great.
Opposed to going to Sir Penn's? Oh, but Sir Penn has his butler dude. We probably want to. I wonder if Lady Norfolk's house is currently being kept by any servants, or if it's pretty much closed up now that her and Heather are on vacation.
I do not know.
Well, I guess I can find that out. I can always ask Shady to run an errand, or I could go over there myself, knock on the door, and see if anyone answers. Then how do I get in?
Black Bull it is.
Yeah, I guess I could probably just dimensional door in and then open it from the inside, Or maybe I could try lockpicking it. Oh, Mr. Twizzard, you have lockpicks, right? Lockpicking tools?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you do. You just,
Oh, a fireball.
Yes, you have thieves' tools. Yes, so I can maybe borrow one of your lockpicks and do my sleight of hand of +10.
I've never picked a lock in my life.
Yes, you have.
Mr. Twizzard?
Yes, you have.
Probably didn't do a very good job.
No.
Finric. At the Duchess. You overhear folks talking about the dragon, talking about a recent attack at the Soaring Goose. Presumably you could drop the invisibility on yourself? Have you done that, or are you still invisible?
If I can drop it, I'll drop it. I don't want to be like midway through the drink and that I presumably would have to steal from someone, and then become visible. So.
All right. So yeah, you're at the Duchess. You're overhearing some conversations here and there. Are you sitting at the bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, question.
The bartender looks over. Oh wait, is this the bartender or to me?
To the DM. So I have a purity of body, which makes me immune to disease and poison. So, am I able to get drunk? Am I able to not be drunk if I want? Like, what's the sort of mechanics of being immune from poison?
Poison, that's a fascinating question. I would like to think that your immunity to poison comes from your complete and utter control over your chi and how it flows through your body. And so if that was the case, I would imagine that if you wanted to be inebriated, you could simply
Let go.
let go. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So I'm not gonna get like sloshed, but like let's get something like, strong enough to feel.
He
All right.
wants to be tipsy.
Easily,
We're stable.
easily done.
Cool.
Is it like you're asking the bartender what they
So
suggest?
presumably, yes. I go up to the bartender and ask for a double of the house whiskey.
Excellent, of course, sir. You get a nice fancy glass. On the rocks or straight?
So on the rocks.
Of course. Goes into
Little
like
water. Open it up.
a lead-lined ice box on the floor and takes some out. Pours you the glass and passes it over to you. Now, keep in mind that it is around. Well, no, it's around 4 or 5 p.m.
I thought it was 1:00 when we got into the Duke's estate, or was that when we were?
We had a long meeting.
So you had 1 p.m. when you went to the tower.
Oh, the tower.
You had a
Okay.
long rest, so that's at least with some conversation. Call it 2:30,
Okay.
and then yeah, maybe it's only like 3 or so, because you didn't take too long to get to the. Yeah, call it 3.
Okay.
Call it 3. So yeah, so it's a little early, but the Duchess is the Duchess, and it's like a Monday. You're like drinking at like 3 p.m. on a Monday. A dulk, as it were.
No, it's 5:00 somewhere.
Sir, are you staying here at the Duchess?
I know some friends who stay here on the regular, so I sort of in and out sometimes.
And are you meeting them tonight?
I actually just saw them earlier. I'm
wonderful.
I'm not sure when I'll see them next. Hopefully not in too long. But yeah, crazy week though, huh?
Well, there has been a lot going on. I assume you are referring mainly to the dragon attack.
The dragon attack and the that Falrith guy.
Oh.
Oh, surely you've heard of that.
I don't know if I've heard names. Are you perhaps speaking of the incident at the Soaring Goose? I don't like to disparage competing establishments, but it is a bit suspect when something like that goes horribly wrong. Doesn't show well on the inn or eatery itself.
Yes, it's definitely it is all about the company you keep.
Exactly.
Well, I just tuck into my drink. I think the only thing I note from that is that Balrith as the incident at the Soaring Goose is more known broadly than the specifics of like who.
Yeah, that's definitely accurate. If you care to come back later tonight, or perhaps stay until tonight, there will be an excellent lute player here tonight.
Good to know.
All right, and they go about their business.
I don't know.
All right, back to you guys. So what's going on here?
Oh, well, I've got to go check on Lady Norfolk's house and figure out where we're having dinner.
The rest of us are going to steal a tablet.
It's an option.
No. No. I don't know if I'm ready to steal a tablet. Not from the house of, not from one of the towers. It's one thing really in the stone golem. I don't know. Bone devils.
You
and
took down
riddles.
a dragon. I mean,
Yeah. How hard could it be? Sneak in the tower.
Sneak in the tower. That's different than. Oh, so first we have to sneak into the tower. Then we actually have to find where it is. We have to get past all the safeguards, and then we have to get the tablet and out.
Couple of maintenance robes with fake mustaches. That's the sneak in.
maintenance robes.
In the tower. We just go up until we find it.
We have a clipboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is an unannounced inspection.
The delivery is for upstairs. Not this floor, but the next. We'll just keep saying that every floor.
Pizzas. Pizzas. We'll drug the pizzas.
Drug the entire.
Dark.
I
Do
mean,
pizzas
college,
even exist
college,
in this
Eat the
world?
drug.
College
Otherwise,
kids
I
love
will make them.
college kids love pizza. So
Right, but are some of them going to be immune to being like put
Oh,
asleep
Elves. Magical
or
sleep.
charmed? Actually, what Agnes can do is just spend an hour with all of these peeps, and then she can charm them,
The whole tower.
and then they'll love her. They'll do exactly what she wants. Yeah, I could charm as many people as I want.
Like a Pied Piper.
Yeah. The more time I spend with them, the longer they'll be charmed by me, and they won't be upset when the charm runs off. They'll
What?
still like me.
what is this? Is that
That's
your
my
feet? Your
That's my-
feet?
Attracted to your feet.
Yeah, no, it's what is it called? It's the coolest thing ever.
Diplomatic something.
It's diplomatic something. Where's my features and traits? Maybe feats.
Thing is,
acclaimed
we have to
diplomat.
gather them all and get them to you. Whereas the pizza, they will naturally gravitate towards pizza. They'll smell it out.
Right, but I only need to spend a minute with them. And they will be, and I can charm them for 10 minutes. And then if I spend an hour, no, 10 minutes, then I get an hour. And if I spend an hour, then I get like, how many hours? 8 hours?
But in the end, they're still your friend, right?
Yeah, and in the end, they're still friendly
Your
to me.
friend's not necessarily going to say, "Oh, you want my boss's most precious
And
trinket?
do
Yeah,
not
I'll
also
get
be
that."
charmed.
Hmm.
8 hours, yeah. Spend an hour with them. I can invite them all to see me play. Spend an hour with them, and then they'll be like, "Oh, we love Agnes. We will do anything for Agnes." Oh my God, this is good. I'm going to have some fan base here in Wesleyville. Oh, I'm going to be a rock star.
Oh my goodness, is this about stealing tablets anymore?
Right? It's already going in your head.
It'll help. No one will be mad at me because everyone will be like, "It's Agnes."
Maybe you do that and draw everyone out of the tower, then we'll just try
Right, I'm going to invite them to
Including
see
those
me play.
Bone bandits.
Yeah, including the Bone Bandits. They love
will
a
come
good
out.
Especially
looting.
the Bone Bandits.
That's the name of your band, Agnes and the Bone.
That's a
Yeah.
really good name.
That's a good name, actually.
Well, Mr. Bones, Bone Bandits, you know.
He doesn't like bone bandits.
Still
Anyway.
invisible.
But I do like Bone Bandits better than Bone Devils. All right, well, Agnes knows what she's doing. She's
All right.
going to scope out Lady Norfolk's house and Sir Penn's house as possible locations, and then she'll go see the two adepts as best as she can. She'll probably put on a disguise.
So that's plan A. Plan B is poison pizza. Who is in for that?
Do it.
Let's do it.
Plan C, bear.
Mhm.
Bear on the loose.
It really should
Plan
be B. It really should
Yeah, move the pizza to plan C.
be plan C.
I feel like Plan Pizza should be Plan P.
Well, we got a lot more plans to plan then.
What about all those other plans?
I thought it was better that it started with.
Oh
You have
boy.
to fill in all the other letters in between.
Plan A is Plan Agnes.
All right.
Does
What-
make, yeah, plan Agnes, plan Bear,
Plan
Plan
Pizza.
pizza.
plan Cabbage.
Paelias and Finric, I'm sending something to you guys. What are you guys going
Plan
to do?
College Kid.
What are you guys what are your plans?
Finric, you get a buzz while you're getting a buzz.
I was just hanging out at the Duchess and getting a little tipsy.
Nice.
Why? What do you guys got going on? I could hang out.
Agnes is gonna arrange a dinner party. Brock and I were gonna give poison pizza to college kids. That sounds worse than it actually is. We're just gonna put them to sleep or charm them or something.
Yeah, less poison than just like sleep meds.
Yeah, more sleep draft. Yeah.
All right, I guess I'm in. Let me pay up. Where can I meet you guys?
Well, you're probably on the way. Maybe, I don't know. We'll swing by and grab you. Or
Okay. Do you know I'm at the Duchess?
Okay, we'll find you. All right, you're not invisible anymore, are you?
No.
All right, well,
Pretty good drinks
just
when you're
tipsy.
invisible.
All right, then. You'll tell me when the meeting will be and where it will be. I'll stay here and just act natural. Defenders of the realm. Defenders of the realm. Live up to the title. All right, come with me. And he pulls a book in his bookshelf and it opens up. And there's a ramp downwards. Follow me. And he leads you out.
It is cool. Mr.
And,
Bones.
You go through a tunnel. It winds a bit here and there. And then it goes up a little bit of an incline. And the side of the wall opens up and you find yourselves in the sort of manicured garden on the western side of the in a little secluded area of the garden on the western side of the estate. All right, I will. You could give a encoded message, or really just a time and a place when you come back.
Of course. However, how will the adepts know that I am officially being sent by you? Is it the way that's normally done, so I can make sure that it's as official as possible?
No, you're right. I'm a little out of practice. Who's got a bit of parchment and a pen? Anyone?
I've got my magic quill.
He takes out a seal. He dictates something about, although you'll have to fill in the... Oh, this is no good.
Well,
right,
I could... So the quill will... As he dictates, I repeat, and it just writes down whatever I say. And so I can leave space, and I can put where later. I just need for you to put it.
Nice.
But I need to seal it with my wax and signet.
Okay. Then let's do this at Lady Norfolk's house. I'll figure out a way. You know the house.
Oh, you'll do that at the house. Right. All right. So tonight, 8 p.m., Lady Norfolk's.
Yes.
All right. You dictate that to 2 different scrolls. He takes out a signet, sealing wax. Done.
Okay.
All right. Good luck. He goes back in and it looks just like the rest of the wall. All right, you guys are out. Who's going where? Agnes is going to Lady Norfolk's.
I am going to stop off at the Duchess.
I think we're all going to the Duchess.
I'm pretty sure that that's where my my trunk is, and I'm going to get disguised.
All right, you guys all head to the Duchess. You get there, probably 10-15 minute walk. Finric, you're at the bar when they come in. You are now all reunited before you split the party again.
They sell pizza here.
They have a varied menu.
Can I look at the menu?
Sure.
Is it a stone oven?
I feel like it's going to be expensive here.
Yes, you could describe. You could describe what you want, and they could make it, but it would be, somewhat expensive.
Oh, forget that, man.
You guys are loaded, though.
That's how you get loaded. Not by spending money on expensive pizza.
Speaking of getting loaded, I'll take a whiskey.
Very good, sir.
Do we actually have the legitimate money, or is this all like on credit?
Let's check my inventory.
Doesn't look.
Like, I feel like this is technically on credit for now because we don't have the in our possession.
He's stringing us along. He called us defenders of the realm, but we have nothing to show for it.
No parchment, no nothing.
Maybe he's working on that now that he has some time to himself.
We'll see.
All right, Agnes is upstairs getting into a costume.
All right.
All right. So I say to the other guys, we need to find someone that sells sleeping drafts, or someone that can make them. Can any of you guys make them?
Oh, I got sleeping Johnnies.
And then we need no.
Or forgetful. No, I forgetful Johnnies.
We need a lot of. And then we need pizzas.
They can forget that they fall asleep.
If we can get both, we can do half and half or mix them.
Yeah.
Sure, it's fine if you mix them.
Oh, you know who has the sleeping one? That's the Shepherd's Rest, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
From-
it is. Yeah. The very
I
very first
Don't
place.
know if I actually have extra ones of that.
Surely, though, there's a apothecary or something around here that we can.
That's what we need. Yeah. Some
There
alcohol.
is, but don't call me Shirley.
Ah!
Mm.
Elias.
I'm
Surely
sorry.
there's an apothecary around here.
I heard this great joke the other day. It was I accidentally called Siri Shirley, so now my phone is stuck in airplane mode.
Ah,
Good.
that's pretty good.
All right, Agnes comes back down and looks a little bit like a Baggins.
Really?
Baggins?
Miss Baggins?
Not as short, but I mean she's got the reddish hair and she's trying to look like she could be related to a Baggins without being an actual Baggins. Just like if you saw her quickly, you might think she was shady.
Bagginses. Can we eat it?
Hi.
Shy.
All right, and she goes out to do her mission.
All right.
All
right.
Can I ask the bartender where there's an apothecary?
An apothecary. Of course, there are many. Sylvan's is one here in the River Lane.
Is there one that's not in a fancy area?
Less reputable area.
Like
Yes.
I see. Well, of
Hmm.
course, you could go to the Swelts.
Oh, I do like the swells.
There are
Apothecary.
places there that will get you what you need, not ask him any questions.
All right.
Maybe there's a pizza place over there. Cheaper.
I think there would be, yeah.
Will they get to the towers in 15 minutes or less?
Nothing to deliver. Wait,
I believe-
Order the delivery.
I believe Zol's is the name of one. As you enter from the Magic Town side, it is a small little hole in the wall. You can tell by an old and dirty sign hanging out with a mortar and pestle on it.
Ooh, that's what we need. All right. I'm gonna head over to Zell's. Anybody want to come?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, you guys head out.
Let's see the wizard.
All right, Agnes, you make your way over to Lady Norfolk Lewin's estate, which you know well. As you approach, it is nothing seems out of the ordinary. You just
Yeah, I'm
want
gonna knock on the door.
there is an outer gate, sort of a fence surrounding the estate, which has a lock on the gate.
Okay. All right.
I will say that the estate itself is probably within 400 feet of the gate.
Okay. So now the estate itself, meaning the actual building.
Correct. Yeah.
So
Yes.
since I'm familiar with the layout, I could position myself in the hallway right after the door.
Yeah, you've been in there before.
Okay. Been in there many times. All right. So, but the problem is I'm going to have to get that gate open. Am I hoping that there's a key inside? I'll probably have to hope there's a key inside. All right. Dimensional door on in.
All right. And you find yourself in the foyer, as it were, of the estate. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. You don't hear anything.
Okay. I'm going to call out anyway.
All right. No response.
All right. I'm going to start looking for keys.
Give me an investigation check.
Uh, 9.
It's not too hard. Takes you a little bit of time. You're looking around the foyer like, where would this be? And then you sort of like turn around, and because you'd sort of dimension doored in, you hadn't like passed by the
Key box.
the actual door. Yeah, no, you look over and there is a finely wrought on the wall, sort of like it's like a tiny cabinet, and you're like, wait a minute. And you open that up, and there's you see an empty hook, but you also see a hook with a set of keys on it.
All right. I'm going to take that set of keys. I'm going to try them out.
Yep, one of them works in the main door.
All right. I'll go out to the main gate.
Yep, good.
All right. So I'm going to relock those,
Okay.
but I'm going to keep the key ring.
Okay.
I'm going to put it in one of my many hidden pockets.
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
then I'm going to see if I could actually find Shady Baggins, because I need for him to do something for me while I am talking with the adepts.
Give me a
So
perception
as I
check.
walk, oh, okay, because I was going to say as I'm walking, I'll perception. 14.
If do you have a manner in which you'd like to find?
Oh, what?
What were a manner in which you wanted to find them? Find him?
Oh, I think as I'm walking, I'm just kind of looking around, being like, just looking for some red hair, shadiness, some
All right.
bagging.
All right, yeah, you come around a corner and you see him. Oh, hey Agnes, how's it going? Crazy stuff with that dragon. I'm glad that the curfew's all gone now.
Oh yes, well, I have some things that I need for you to do.
I'm here to help you guys.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you some money, and I need for you to get some food for a dinner. Just a small gathering. It would probably be just like 3 or 4 people. And then if you could maybe deliver it to the Duchess, care of Agnes.
Isn't the Duchess a restaurant too? No.
But this, okay, well then can you go to the Duchess and get food prepared then? All right, okay, then that's fine. And have,
I don't want to insult the Duchess. You know, they don't like me much as it is.
okay, then just say that, I will be requiring dinner for 3 to 4 people, but it's for takeout, essentially.
Okay. Taken where?
I'm going to be bringing it to one of the estates. It's going to be, I need to make it a very small affair. I don't necessarily want a large restaurant atmosphere, but I love the food at the Duchess, and I think it'll be just perfect for the dinner.
Okay. I can do that.
All right, so I give him, I don't know, what would you think would be reasonable? 20 gold?
Oh, that's more than enough.
That's more than enough. Okay, so Well, what would you think is appropriate? I mean, because I've eaten.
yeah, you've let's see, you've eaten at the Duchess enough. You're familiar with their prices. If you wanted to get, yeah, I'd say maybe for 4 people, say 8 gold would be enough.
Okay, and then maybe a bottle of wine.
Call it 10 for the
10 gold.
oddness of it.
So I'll say
being
here's
packed
10
up to go.
gold. I need dinner for 4, including, breads and cheeses, a bottle of wine, and maybe a nice pastry dessert.
Are you gonna be able to carry all that yourself?
Well, I might need assistance, but I have some unseen servants that can help me with that.
Are they here now?
No, they're not here now.
All right, you can count on me, Agnes. Don't worry.
And can you have the food ready for, let's say 7:45?
Okay. Yep. No problem. 7:45. Anything else?
I probably should have them keep an eye out for. Yeah, keep your eye out on Shogrin Moondrop. If you see her, just kind of make a note of what she might be doing, where she's going.
All right, will do. All right.
All right. So then I head off first. I think I'm going to go. I'll probably go first to Tower Evath just because I feel more friendly faces, knowledgeable, comfortable there.
All right. As you head there, the rest of you are going to the Swelts.
Mm-hmm.
This is the BT right here. All right. All right, so you head out of the estates officially known as River Lane, cut around, and then the Swelts is sort of where a lot of the lower class workers in the mills tend to live, and it's also where the Rat Kings and the
the Badgers.
The Badgers, of course, have their headquarters. Sorry, what was that, Brock?
I said that's the bridge I live on.
Perfect.
The loser bridge? What?
Bridge of Learning?
It's the bridge he lives under.
Okay.
There's the Bridge of Learning, otherwise known as South Bridge. Lesser Bridge, otherwise known as North Bridge. And then Grand Bridge actually leads out of Oxnard into a different country, which is Gosnell, to the north. You guys head, and you get there after a bit of a walk, and you follow the bartender's informed directions, and you indeed see a filthy sign that depicts a mortar and pestle barely hanging on by one chain link. And you've reached what you surmise is Zal's Apothecary.
Perfect. All right. Going in.
All right, you're all going in?
Right behind you.
By the way, I don't think I settled at my tab at the Duchess.
Your whiskey?
Yeah.
I would say that is a silver.
Put on Agnes's tab.
Gets your stuff for free.
Yeah, so put it on that tab.
It's just a couple
Or at least
silver.
her room for free, and most of her drinks for free. Because she gets water. And then
Metheglin?
Not yet, Metheglin. All right, so Twizzard heads in first.
Sure.
You guys are all going in, Mr. Bones too?
Yeah, definitely Mr. Bones. He needs stuff.
All right, you enter in. The light
Hey guys.
filtering in. What's that?
No, I was just responding to my piece coming in at the rear. Just saying, hey guys.
The light coming through the filthy windows is dimmed, and the long, sort of narrow nature of this establishment. You see in the back the shrewd eyes of a man staring at you from behind a counter. Oh, and what brings all of you in here?
Got a big problem, and we think maybe you could help. I have about 100 horses that I need to put to sleep for about a day and a half. Can you make something that I could pour into their oats so that they can snooze?
Are you trying to convince him of this?
I don't know if I need him to buy it. I just need him to tell me if he can make something that can do that.
Give me a deception or persuasion, your choice.
Ooh, all right. Oh,
Deception.
deception. What do you say? Oh, it was almost a B instead of say 6.
A 6. His eyes narrow and he takes in the whole group of you. A group of horses, you say?
Mm-hmm.
100 of
Yeah.
them. You own
Yeah.
100 horses. Well,
They're not mine.
sometimes you gotta put horses to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, you're sure it's not forever?
Right, yeah. No, I don't want to kill them. No, that'd be bad if they died.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want to lose your horses.
No. Why you say it like that?
Yeah, I don't like the tone he's speaking.
Yo, you don't like my tone. I don't like your face. Come into my apothecary. You come into my apothecary asking to put out some horses, and you think that you can just all right, look.
You got it or what?
30 gold.
So what will this
15.
buy us?
What will this buy you?
Yeah.
This will buy you enough sleeping powder to put out all of your horses.
For how long?
Depends on how big your horses are, and how
big.
well armed they are, and how drunk they are to begin with.
Horses don't get drunk and they're not armed. They're armed with hooves and
Right.
antlers. Mm-hmm.
Antlers.
Been a while since
What kind of horses are you riding?
No, just give me that stuff. All right. How about so my boss only gave me 20 gold. How's that?
Oh, your boss. Do I know your boss?
I don't think so.
He sort of looks to the back to like Paelias clad in like armor, and Finric sort of stumbled, not stumbled, but sort of in the back. I think with a group this big, maybe you could borrow the extra 10.
I flip a platinum.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, how much is that again?
10. 10 gold.
Oh, look at that. I think we have enough.
All right, you give him the gold and the platinum.
Yes.
Let me see. Let me get it real quick. He turns around, ruffles through a shelf right here. Thunk, puts out a bottle, a glass bottle with a metal lid. Looks like it's been hammered into place. Has a scrawled label that you can't really decipher the handwriting, and he's like, "There you go."
So how do we use it?
Oh, just mix it into the water of whatever your horses like to drink.
All right, that sounds good. Does it taste good?
Doesn't taste like much of anything. Maybe it leaves a little bit of a gritty feeling around the tongue, but other than that, no horse is gonna notice.
All right, sounds good. On a completely irrelevant note, do you know where we can get a lot of pizza around here?
Mm,
What do you mean by that?
Just pizza in general. Is there a place that has cheesy bread, like bread?
Cheesy
And...
bread.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Ooh, now you're making me hungry.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you want some?
Do you have some with you?
No, we're looking, but I'm saying like if you tell us where to go get some, you can come with us.
Yeah, I think you want to know. Well, I got business to. I don't close for another couple hours. Look, Alfie's. You want to go to Alfie's? Real greasy place, but the food, delicious.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, just go out, hang a left, go down to the end, make a right at the second alley, and just keep going until you smell the grease.
Ooh, that sounds perfect. Right.
All right, you all shuffle out.
Okay, so here's guys what I propose. I think we need to know how not to kill people with this, but how to put them to sleep. So I feel like if we do a test dose and I take it, if I take too much, or even if it's just enough to put me to sleep, I can just sort of end that on myself. But at least we'll I'll recover and be okay. But at least like we'll be able to sort of judge like, oh, this is too much. Oh, this is not enough. We can kind of dial it in, and we'll.
I was going to suggest we get some of the cheesy bread and give it to that guy.
That'd be super nice, right?
Oh, with the stuff on it?
Yeah.
Less nice, but still good thought. Because what a way to go.
And I'm very intrigued to see where that goes. But for Finric's plan, maybe you should try it on a piece of cheesy bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that actually works for a couple reasons.
Try some and have cheesy bread.
Yeah.
I love that cheesy bread.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I think that's a good plan. So that way we can know.
Okay, so we go find this place.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Head follows directions. Sure enough, soon you do smell the thick smell of grease on the air, and you go into what looks to be a small pub, a hole in the wall, another hole in the wall. Most of the places in the Swells are hole in the walls, and you see a guy standing there. He turns toward you and he's like, "Hey, yeah, what can I help you with there, folks? You you look like you're looking for some food. You're hungry?
We need 30 loaves of cheesy bread.
30 loaves of cheesy bread. That's a lot of loaves. You got money for all these loaves?"
Depends how much it costs.
Well, a normal cheesy bread is 7 copper. So 30 times 7, that's like, I don't know, a lot. You got that much?
Yes.
That's
I whispered,
like
30 enough?
30. How are you gonna carry 30 loaves of cheesy bread?
And put it in his ribs.
I'm looking up now how much time I'm going to need for enough, whatchamacallit, unseen servants.
These are very elaborate plans you guys are making tonight.
This is genius. Should we get more, Finric?
Let's start with 30.
All right.
That's just like 2 gold and a silver, right?
Oh, and
Yeah, it's 21 silver, so yeah, 2 gold and a silver, yep.
we need one small. Is one cheesy bread one serving for one person?
Oh, no. A cheesy bread will serve at least 2, 3 if maybe you're not getting that full.
Okay. We need 31 cheesy breads because we need one extra.
All right. Any, all right, yeah, no, well, I can't, it's gonna take a little while to bake those babies up, my oven's only so big.
Can we get one now? And we'll just wait for.
Yeah, I'll get cheesy bread. Sure. Did you pay him, or did you just tell him you were gonna pay him?
I just paid him.
Oh, nice.
For the whole order?
Yeah.
Yeah, cheesy bread coming right up. Gentlemen, welcome to Alfie's Pub. You guys, he brings out a nice loaf of cheesy bread. And, yeah, it's greasy and delicious. And it's very, very good.
Very good, this. Any more?
More loaves where that came from. Look at all these loaves of cheesy bread. One loaf is 10 loaves.
All right. So we sprinkle some stuff on. How do you want to do this, Finric?
Could I interest you in a drink? He sort of comes out as you're about to.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
Couple of ales, 5 ales. your bone friend drink?
Drink milk.
All right, 4 ales and a milk.
All right.
All right.
Should we get a keg?
Why not?
Not for
Oh,
us.
you mean for that?
Yeah.
Maybe that would be easier than the cheesy bread.
You've already ordered the cheese.
That's true. That probably would have been easier.
What?
Not to mention the way that Zal wanted you to do it in a liquid, but whatever.
Okay, here's new plan. We take the cheesy breads, we stick them in the bag of holding. They won't go bad.
They'll be cold though.
Oh my god!
It's not like we don't have access to fire.
We'll heat them up one by one in the warm sun whenever we're hungry for a snack.
Right. Yeah.
And then, in the meantime, we'll also get 2 kegs? 2 kegs? Should we get kegs closer to where we're going to need the kegs so we don't have to haul them around town?
Well, they're round, right? They roll.
What if they're cheaper here?
Yeah, that's
They're
true.
definitely going to be cheaper here.
Okay. So I'm start eating the cheesy bread.
Okay.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Why not? We ordered it.
Wait, with no powder on it.
Yeah, no, we're getting a keg or ales or something for that. So I'm
Do you
just
still
gonna.
need to figure out how much to put in there per serving?
Yeah, but I feel like we should do it. I think our DM was onto something. Like probably we should test it with the correct medium.
Okay.
All right. So, can we get the guy out?
Gives you some ales.
Yeah. Yeah, we need some ales. Do you have keg?
Like a whole cask of ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could sell you a cask of ale.
We'll take 3.
3 casks of ale. Holy, yeah, I can make that happen. That's it's no
You're
problem.
Right.
That'll be
The same price as the cheesy bread.
Who said that?
Sorry, Brock, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was going to suggest a similar thing. Wait.
You want 3 casks of ale? That'll be
Go.
The same price
the same price as what?
as the cheesy bread.
Can do.
You already paid me for the cheesy bread.
Oh, okay.
But I rolled a 21.
What are you're trying to persuade him? Is this a persuasion check?
Wait, is ale cheaper than cheesy bread?
Did we do that?
You could have just charmed him.
Wait, you're saying that you don't need the cheesy breads. You just want the 3 casks.
Oh, no, we'll take the cheesy breads. Yeah, because we already paid for those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't started baking all the cheesy breads. I just brought out this one for you. Are you switching from cheesy bread to the ale cask? Or you want both? You want neither? What's going on, guys? I got your gold for the cheesy bread.
I think we should just do the casks.
Okay, we whispered to each other. What?
We should just do the casks.
Okay, we've decided to just do the ale.
Just do the ale.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing against this cheesy bread because this one's delicious.
No, I mean, I know that my cheesy bread is delicious. You don't have to tell me, guys.
I didn't try it. I just looked at it, but it looks good.
All right, so that would be then 3 gold, 1 a cask.
Okay. Paelias will get you when he's he had to take a
A piss? Yeah, I get
little
it.
meditation. Yeah, there we go.
I give him
And,
3 gold.
And then how are you? How much is like a wheelbarrow?
A wheelbarrow? I could probably get you a wheelbarrow when you need it. When do you need these casks, by the way?
I don't know. What time is it now?
10 minutes?
How many gallons is in a keg?
Hey,
So there's like full keg, half keg, and
Whatever. He's going to give you casks of
full
a
keg.
reasonable size.
I think we could.
I'd say about 17.
Apparently, a gallon of ale is is 2 silver, but I don't know how many gallons are in a cask.
Well, okay, so here's the thing.
Presumably 5. 5 gallons in a cask? That sounds about right.
In a cat?
Is a keg the same as a cask?
I don't know. I don't think they have kegs back then. I'm going to say cask.
Well, I mean, a similar size, like
Yeah,
a barrel, like a small barrel.
Yeah, I guess
A
it would.
full-size keg is called a half barrel. And
'Cause this is
holds
called a
15 and a half
15,
US
and a half.
gallons.
Yeah.
15
So
and a half
true
US gallons?
barrel. Yeah, so like a big barrel, like, you know, like a barrel would be
Legit barrel.
31 gallons then.
Would be 31 gallons?
We
Oh, it's
got a
more than-
deal.
It's more than
But-
3 gold then. Or he's
but
giving you small casks.
Or
Casks
gold.
are usually like tabletop.
Yeah, I feel like they're smaller.
no, we're thinking of the big barrels.
That's not a cask.
What is that?
That's a barrel.
They
A
al-
cask
They also
sits
call
on
them
your
casks.
a cask sits on like your countertop or your table.
Yeah, that could be a gold. He's going to give you 3 of those.
I feel like a cask would be like getting one of those 2.5-gallon water jugs and putting it in
It's
the refrigerator.
200 to 650 liters.
Hmm.
Well, now you're talking of something that nobody here except for me actually has an idea of how big that is.
You just divide
Look.
it by 4, and that's roughly how many gallons. For the...
I'm going to
How many people are we trying to knock out?
I'm going to give you 3 casks for 3 gold. It's about 5 gallons of ale per cask. Is that going to be enough?
We can mix it with water and water it down.
Well, but the people who are going to drink it are not going to be drinking a gallon each.
Who said that?
Who's drinking?
I'm sending Stone
What else would you do
so
here?
they can figure it out.
You be showering in it?
Towards the end, maybe.
They're having a mug of ale. It's probably going to be like maybe 8 ounces to 16 ounces.
It was supposed to be a rousing party. We had 30 cheesy bread loaves.
30 cheesy bread loaves.
All right.
You canceled
So
that order, though.
we have 3
Yeah, do we get our money back on that?
casks. So how much is 3 casks of ale
He's saying
3
it's
gold.
3 gold.
total?
Yeah, it's a gold a cask for a 5-gallon cask.
All right. Okay. And do we think 3 is enough?
So that would be approximately 160 12-ounce bottles worth.
That's enough.
I think that sounds.
Okay. All right.
You can
God.
easily feed or
The best is the waiters waiting here this entire time.
All right. We'll take 3.
All right. Sounds good. And a wheelbarrow.
Yes.
Totally.
The casks are full.
you could probably return the wheelbarrow. You're just renting it.
Are you
Okay.
keeping the wheelbarrow?
No, we don't need to keep it.
All right. That's 1 gold deposit then. When you bring it
Alright.
back, you'll get your gold back.
Oh, all right. That's okay.
Sounds good.
Oh,
I'll chip in for the deposit. Does anyone want to throw in for the?
Wait, didn't you already pay him the 3 gold?
Yeah, I thought Brock said that.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Here's you gave me 2 gold and a silver already. Here is 1 gold and a silver back. So now you've given me a total of 4 gold. You guys are an odd bunch. Just gonna say it. But pleasure doing business with you. Enjoy the rest of your cheesy bread nails.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I have a question for us here at the table now that the waiter is gone.
Mhm.
What if, when are we enacting this plan? Tonight?
Maybe.
What if Finric's asleep?
I'll
Oh.
just be on the sleep.
Yeah, we'll wake him up.
I can just sort of like cleanse myself of like whatever is.
Ailing you?
Yeah.
We'll dump him in one of the barrels.
Okay.
We'll wake him up.
They're not barrels, they're casks.
Sorry. Don't have any barrels. No worries, Brock.
Okay, just making sure.
All right. All right. Agnes, you're going to Adept Evaths.
Yeah.
You go into the base of the tower.
I go up to, I'm guessing, like, the reception desk.
Yeah. Equivalent.
And I say that I have a message that is to go directly to Adept Evath.
I can see that it gets to him.
No, I need to hand it personally.
He is not here right now. So I could get the Shogrin go back.
Yes, please do that.
All right, Shogrin Kovath. After a spell comes down. Agnes, pleasure to see you. Do we need?
Recognize me?
Okay. Give me a deception check then.
Oh, I guess my Baggins look is not good enough.
No, I forgot you were in a Baggins look.
All right, deception, you say?
And this is nothing magical. This is just disguise.
This is just my ability. 30.
Oh my goodness.
Oopsies.
Do I know you?
Can we speak in private, please? It's of an urgent matter.
Yes, I suppose. All right, you guys go into a off street.
All right, now here I just let her know that I'm Agnes in disguise and that I have a message for Adept Evath from the Duke. And I let her in on the plan because I trust her.
All right, that's a lot. The only slight problem is that the adept is away on business. I don't know when he'll be back.
Oh. Agnes is now thinking in her head that she might need to disguise herself as Adept Evath. Bum, bum, bum.
Sometimes the dice are in your favor, sometimes you're not. They're not.
All right, well, then I'm going to ask her if there's any way she has to communicate with him and to see if it would be possible to at least try to attend this dinner somehow.
And you said it's tonight at 8.
Yes, at Lady Norfolk's house. I know that you know the address.
Yes, I will do my best to get in contact with him. He is currently not on this plane.
Oh, okay. Understood. If he is not able to, how upset do you think he would be if someone was to go in his stead?
Oh my. And this dinner will be attended by Adept Rudlin as well?
It would just be the 3.
The Duke,
And the 2 adepts.
Adept Rudlin, and you have already gotten a positive response from Adept Rudlin?
No, I came here first since I needed to see if my disguise was good enough.
Your disguise is quite excellent. Adept Rudlin is a bit of an eccentric. He's known to spend most of his time in his quarters at the top of the tower. But especially given the circumstances, it would be odd for him to refuse a direct request. Alright. I will attempt to contact Adept Evath. If I cannot, then I assume you will take matters into your own hands.
I will. I might ask you for some advice, should that be necessary. Do you happen to have a sending stone?
Of course. She takes one out.
So I go for mine,
Click.
and we exchange contacts, if possible. How have we not done this before?
It feels like it's something we should have done.
Yes. Okay. Well, then, yes, I might be. We'll be in touch because we'll need to keep each other abreast of what's going on. I'll let you know what happens at House Rudlin.
Good luck. Good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
Right. Are you going there next? Then?
Yeah.
All right. You head out. You head across the street to Tower Rudlin. And you go. The first door you can open, you enter into a sort of a almost like an airlock type thing. The door behind you closes. You hear a small chime. The door in front of you opens. You enter in, and you see at a desk in front of you. Yeah. What am I doing here? What the? One moment.
Is there elevator music playing?
There's a bit of elevator music playing.
Three.
A woman in black robes greets you. Ah, yes. Your business here at the tower?
Yes, I have an urgent message for Adept Rudlin.
Well, I can see that he gets it.
I'm sorry, but I was told by my employer that I must give it to him directly.
And who is your employer?
That, unfortunately, I am not at liberty to discuss.
You are here and you demand an audience with the adept, and you have no reason to be here that I can possibly ascertain. I think
It
you
has
should
to
leave.
do with the black dragon. And I show her a scale.
And you show her a scale. Ooh, give me persuasion with advantage.
Okay, that's a 21, and yeah, we're gonna go with 21.
21. Please hold on one moment. You sort of see her zone out for a moment.
Zone out. Glassy-eyed.
Glows glassy-eyed for a moment. And then another student comes in, speaks to her in a hushed tone for a moment, looks you over. Please, come with me.
I follow.
All right. You get led through another door.
I would like to try to be observing as much as I can about the layout.
Okay. Yeah. No. He leads you into a. He leads you through this door over here into what appears to be a classroom. There's a bunch of little chair desk like things, sort of facing the front of the room there. The adept will be with you shortly.
Thank you.
And he exits the room.
All right.
We're gonna pause you there. What are these other guys doing? Oh gosh. You're done at Alfie's?
Yeah. Finric, do you want to drink any of this? Or do we just say that you did it?
Do we want to say sorry?
You want to test the amount?
Definitely want to test it.
Okay, all right. Let's go into an alley or something.
Yeah, it's easy to find an alley. The Swelts is full of them.
All right.
Basically all alleys.
Party
How
in
you
the.
Now, I mean, how do we meter? Like, do we like test it by putting some of it in one of the kegs, and then I have a little bit from the keg, and then we.
No, I would say you should do it per glass,
Well, we have 3 kegs.
like an ounce or something like that.
We could just divide our potion in threes. Dump it in, hope for the best.
Well, Finric, are you not practiced in herbalism?
I might be. I am. Totally proficient with my herbalism kit.
Oh, I have herbalism kit too.
Oh.
So the two of you might be able to figure out how potent it should be based on measurements.
Doesn't Paelias have some experience in dispensing drugs?
I have brewer's supplies
I had
too.
bagpipes. Now,
Please, a lively tune.
I
as
think
you mix up.
you're thinking about my alter ego.
I also I'm proficient. I don't have a poisoner's kit, but I am proficient.
And poisoning.
Yeah.
Just need to pick one of those up at Zal's.
Yeah. Dang it.
I cannot be poisoned. I don't know if I can drink this.
Your constitution and your.
Yeah. Or I'm just resilient. I guess I can be poisoned, but it's gonna take a bit.
All right. So how much of the
Oh,
one?
I do have a poisoner's kit actually.
You're proficient. You're proficient in poisoner's kits.
I don't know if I'm proficient, but it's in my tools. It's right next to my bagpipes.
So then you must be proficient in it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have those tools.
I think I just kind of picked a few tools. But yeah, it's on my list. It counts.
Oh man.
Because your kids.
All right. How would you like to? You have 3 casks. You have 1 glass jar of sleeping powder, and you have 1 Finric test subject. How would you guys like to do this?
How many cheesy breads do we have? Or what did we get? We got something else, right?
We're just gonna mix it into the beer.
The beer?
Yeah.
And how many pitchers of beer?
We have 3 casks of
3
beer.
casks.
Three casks? Is that bigger than a pitcher?
Each one roughly 5 gallons.
5 gallons. Wow.
So you have 15 gallons of ale.
Okay. And how much of this potion or poison?
Enough to take out 100 horses.
100 horses.
What's the conversion on that?
Oh man.
Take out, but to have them sleep.
Yeah, but you put horses to sleep, that can do a lot more for elves or dwarves or.
I said that would equate to like 300 people.
How many horses again?
People, 100?
We
100
figured
horses.
Yeah.
3
Maybe
people per horse.
3 people, maybe more, maybe 6 people per horse.
Yeah, I'd say 5.
All right.
So that's 500 people we're gonna give this to.
Ideally, or one guy who keeps coming back for more.
Maybe let's just use like a portion of the potion in like one of the casks. Maybe
Okay.
like a quarter of it.
Not use it all. All right.
Yeah. And then yeah, maybe we should test it on somebody.
Well, Finric was going to volunteer because he feels he can break out of it if he feels it coming on.
Yeah, I mean I've got these like we've got ways to like revive people.
All right.
All right.
we
So
want them out. Okay, I guess if we mix a quarter of the vial into one of the kegs.
a quarter of the
and,
vial into one of the kegs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then Finric drinks the whole keg.
Then I drink
How about a pint?
a pint.
We
I
just
knock back a pint. Or a little less than a pint. Let's not be greedy.
is the beer any good?
All right, Finric, give me a
Does it taste like
constitution.
poison?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
20.
20.
Oh.
All
Well,
right.
that's not helpful.
You feel the effects quite strongly, and you fight it off though. You fight it off. You feel like you could have easily succumbed, but you fight it off.
So,
He's okay. Succumbed to falling asleep, not we're succumbed to.
You're still conscious.
Gotcha.
so like immediately, he would have like fallen over. So people are gonna drink.
It certainly feels like that's what it would have happened.
Right.
Like you sort of see him like reel for a moment, and his eyes roll around for a moment, and then he's like back.
If there's a line of people waiting to get this, there'll be a whole bunch of people that just fall over after this.
Wow, that's so strong.
This is turning into a great idea. Do we? Okay, so I guess. Okay, can I pour myself a third of a cup of the ones that we put the potion in, and then fill the rest of the cup with one of the other
Yeah,
kegs?
dilute it.
And I want to see where that gets
Okay.
us.
All right, and you're doing this like sort of right away.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm using my thing I'm ending the
You're
effect.
ending,
I'm
okay, all right.
resetting
You're
I'm resetting myself back to 0. And
Got
I'm
it.
gonna go-
Okay, fair enough. All right, give me another Constitution save.
11.
You
That's
said
better.
you said you took a third of it or half of it.
Well, a third of it.
A third of a cup. Like
a third of the poisoned
Yeah, a third
Right.
cup poison
cup,
and,
and then
two-thirds
2/3 of a
normal beer.
You feel sleepy, but it's easy to fight it off.
Okay, so feel like somewhere in between,
Okay.
maybe. I
So
got
half and
lucky.
half.
Well, that's confusing.
Half poison, half not poison.
Yeah.
Mix one of the casks together with the poison one.
So that'll take care of those two of them, right? That'll balance those two out, and then the third one we still need to treat that separately.
Yeah, you just put an eighth in there instead of a quarter.
Okay. All right, so we can do that. It sounds like we'll have stuff left over.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll still have like
Dump it into the right.
5/8.
We can use that for more shenanigans. Oh, I forgot. I need to use something next time I get a chance. Oh, that's not me. It's Finric. Okay, yeah. So it sounds like
Alright.
we've been.
So you prepared the casks. And where are you bringing them?
To which tower are we going to? We better go to the right one. Rudlin.
All right, so you guys
Be
are
sending
going over.
Stone Agnes and be like, and let her know, hey, good news, Agnes. We've got the eggs. What do we do?
Are you sure you don't want to just show up and run this?
Yeah. I think she trusts us. We are the heroes of Wesleyville.
You know better for Agnes to trust you at all.
This flawless plan.
I feel like we have earned Agnes's trust over the course of.
Yeah, let's.
I just want to be out of there
let's just
before
go there
this
and
happens.
Set up shop. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
Doing
All
our part.
right. So
This
you guys-
Why do we want them to fall asleep?
What's that?
Why do we want them to fall asleep?
Because
So that they hate us when they wake up.
we're gonna, so we can sneak in the tower and take their stuff.
Aren't we just like making the college kids fall asleep? Like, what about all the other people in the tower?
Didn't you want to do it when the Adept Rudlin wasn't there?
I thought they weren't there.
I'm coming to talk to him.
We gonna bring some of the stuff with you?
I'm already there waiting for him.
Can you wait for us?
No.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 for me, Agnes.
Agnes is putting holes in our plan.
Just a straight D20.
Just a
Here we
straight d20.
Just kidding, that was me.
I'm 17.
Oh,
You got a 17.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fair enough. As you're waiting in this room, a person cloaked in dark robes and a hat appears in front of you. And you are. Can you describe how you look like a taller female Baggins?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I can't do anything about my height if I'm just wearing like my makeup and costumes. But like I can add freckles and I can do my hair up. So yeah, I'm wearing clothes that is a little bit more of a run around the street kind of Bagginsy.
Okay. I'm told you have news of the dragon and that you come bearing evidence from it.
Ah, yes. And I show this person a scale.
Indeed. You have a missive for me.
But I need to make sure that you are indeed Adept Rudlin.
And what would convince you of that fact?
I don't know. I think that maybe telling me something about, let's say, your knowledge of dragons in general could probably persuade me that you are indeed the most knowledgeable person in this tower.
Knowledge of dragons. That is your proof.
By sending Stone to say, good one. Even though I don't understand.
That scale is from an adult black dragon. Its primary weapon is acid. It is a formidable opponent. There was one presumably slain, though there is no evidence of its body, other than what you hold there.
Did I take any teeth? I feel like I would have taken. We would have probably butchered that thing.
Took the head.
You did take the head off. I mean,
Yes, but I don't have it. The head.
no, you don't have
The head
the
is in Tower. Yeah. All right. I think. I mean, I think that would probably be enough for Agnes to be okay with this dude being. Oh, no, I don't know. I just don't want it to be someone in disguise. Darn it. I don't have detect magic, but I wouldn't even be able to do that anyway.
See if it's student ID.
Can you show me your student ID?
You do notice that his robes are sort of gilded along the edges, and that he carries himself. You can also notice that his patience is growing thin.
Okay, all right. So we'll just say all right. I think that this is fine. So I'm going to hand over the missive, and I'm going to say, your presence is requested, but this is in the utmost secrecy.
What
So
does
please-
the good Duke want now, and who are you to him? He presses with his thumb and cracks the seal and starts to unroll it to read it.
Just a trusted servant.
Trusted servant. This can't be serious. Tonight?
It seems to be of the utmost importance. I do not think it can wait.
Tell him I shall be there.
Very
That
good.
It had better be worth my time.
And make sure that no one from your house is aware of where you are going.
You dare to tell me how to conduct my business in my own tower.
It is just a safety precaution.
Perhaps I'll tell the Duke that I'll be there myself, and thus you would serve no purpose. Do you serve a purpose?
I do.
And what is that purpose?
To slay a dragon.
Your purpose is to slay a dragon. Alright, go. You're dismissed. Tell the Duke I'll be there. And he disappears. You're alone in
Alright.
the room.
Ooh, that guy's intense. That guy's an ass.
Mm.
So
I'm gonna turn to a bear and bite his head.
exit the classroom.
You exit the classroom, the woman at the desk looks at you. I trust everything's fine.
Well, I'm still here, am I not?
But you have no purpose.
Have a good day.
I guess I walk through the airlock.
Alright. Where do you go next?
I am probably going to go back to the Duchess.
Okay.
I am going to change back into Agnes clothes,
Alright.
and I'm gonna start preparing a whole bunch of unseen servants.
Alright. As you head off down the street, still fairly bustling, a hodgepodge group comes pushing a wagon up to the door of Tower Rudlin, and I think that is where we'll end things for tonight. Because what's about to happen, I'm sure, will take longer, and it's already midnight. Thank you all for playing, thank you all for watching, and we'll see what happens next time on BND Live.
Oh my God.